Welcome back to another track test video here at Toronto Motorsports Park. Today we are going to try the Everyman K-swapped EK hatchback and see how quick it really is. Alright everyone, this is Cavill. He is maybe a recognizable face to some of you in the Toronto area. He runs a company called Make It Shine, detailing cars.
Yeah.
As the name would imply.
Ceramic coatings, paint protection film.
And yet ironically, he doesn't really polish his own car much. This isn't a show car.
2 years ago I did.
2 years ago he polished his car, so it's a track car.
Yeah.
It's not your daily driver, it's a track toy.
Yeah, it used to be my daily.
Okay.
The K-swap kind of came out of necessity because the B16 that was in here needed a bit of work.
Okay.
Financially, it just made sense to do a K. That was the direction that I always wanted to go. After the K-swap, it became very, very difficult, which I'm sure a lot of you K-swap guys can imagine, to daily drive it.
Yeah.
So slowly, I just retired the car.
Okay.
And now it stays parked, take it to the track whenever I want.
And whenever I have time, to put a roll bar in it and go a little bit further with the development of the car, I suppose.
Exactly, yeah. So everything I've tried to do to the car is serve the purpose. Safety, control, those kind of reliability.
So it's a K20 motor under the hood?
Yeah, so it's a K20 Z3 from an SI.
Okay, and you've had it on the dyno?
Yeah, so we had it tuned 3 years ago.
Okay.
It made 219 and 152 torque.
Okay.
Which is pretty
healthy numbers.
Pretty healthy numbers.
On stock internals.
It's a stock motor, Skunk 2 Pro Series intake manifold, 74mm throttle body. I don't know what header's on there.
What about suspension, brakes, wheels and tires?
So suspension, we've got your regular Kona yellows, front and back. Eibach ERS springs, 650 pounds in the front.
Yeah.
500 in the rear.
Okay.
We've got a front Type R rear sway bar. And the back has got the Eibach adjustable rear sway bar.
Okay.
That's really transformed the car.
Helps it rotate.
It's so nice. Very easy to drive. Surprisingly, very progressive. As for brakes, the car's got the Integra Type R 5-bolt conversion.
Okay.
So stock calipers front and rear.
Yeah.
Cheap rotors front and rear.
Yeah.
Some $30 brake pads in the back.
Okay.
And Hawk DTC 70 pads in the front.
And for wheels and tires, we've got like a spoonish wheel on there.
Yeah, so it's a spoon replica from Roto Wheels.
Yeah.
It's 15 by 8, and we've got a 225 45/15 Hankook R Sport.
It really is the Everyman's K-swapped EK track car, isn't it?
Just try to keep it as simple as possible and just have fun.
It's a nice, clean build, and I think it's time for me to go and engage some VTEC.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Let's get this VTEC party started. Just barely dipping into the tech there. It's already putting a smile on my face. Such a pure, simple little car. Look at it. It's a go-kart. So good. I'm not sure what the red line's set at, but I am burying the needle on the tack. Oh, the K-Series is such a honey of a motor. Just loves to rev. And these simple, lightweight EK chassis, so pure with their double wishbone suspension. You just feel every pebble on the road in this thing. I can't stop smiling. It is still front-wheel drive though. It's got a little understeer in it. Not bad though. Got some pylons down there which aren't going to help our lap times, but whatever. I'm just out here for my own personal VTEC party. Hope you guys enjoy the little ride along here. I don't even care what the lap timer says. I'm just going to have fun. Oh yes, VTEC is so good. Just lifting up the inside rear tire there. I love it. Four-wheel sliding through turn one. What more do you need? This is what track day fun is all about, boys and girls. It's getting out there and ripping. It's not even about lap times. It's just about driving joy. This car offers it in spades. It's rotating there, I like it. These Hankook RS4s are actually holding on really good. Oh yeah, you chuck it in there. You got a nice chucker here, Cavill. Sorry FRS, but we got some VTEC coming through. Woohoo! Catching up to a Honda Fit here. I guess little Hondas like to stick together. Starting to get in a rhythm with the car now, just getting a good feel for it, and it's well sorted. I gotta give Cavill credit. He's put a lot of years into slowly developing this car in a very methodical way, and it's definitely paid off because this thing is working really well. Oh yeah! Rotates right where you want it to. Cavill, buddy, you've got yourself a ripper here. She's a proper ripper. This thing is so good. The harder I thrash it, the more it likes it. Such a wild party machine. I like the way you can just chuck it in here. It goes into a little slide. Oh, a little does it not have ABS? I think maybe I just learned a lesson there. Sliding in turn one in a front wheel drive car. What's not to love about that? Man, oh man. What is not to like about a K-swapped EK hatchback? It's just silly amounts of fun. I can't stop smiling driving this car because it's so engaging. It's just like the motor revs forever. I'm like burying the needle on the gauge here and I'm still not hitting a rev limiter. It's so chuckable. Like the way Cavill's got this car set up, it does have some initial turn-in understeer if you don't chuck it in hard. But if you chuck it in more almost like a rally car, it just goes sideways, but then it takes a set. It likes to settle there, and then you can just go mash the throttle and have the front wheels pull you out. So chuck it in, get it rotated, mash the throttle. It's not a conventional driving style by any means, but it works so well in this short wheelbase little EK, and it's so much fun because it feels so trustworthy. It never feels like it wants to bite you. It never feels like it wants to spin. I mean, I locked the brakes up there once and I started doing some stupid things, but all in all, like this car is bulletproof. You can just beat on it mercilessly and it's like, please sir, can I have some more? More VTECs, please. There we have it, everyone. A 123.1, which is pretty respectable. Honestly, the car's got more time in it. I was just being a bit of a hoon. I was having too much fun. Just thrashing on this thing, just kind of reliving my youth and not thinking too much about like driving the clean, fast lines, but it's a decent representative lap time in this car. There's probably another second in it if I really went and got my head straight, but who cares about lap times when you're ripping tech like that? I mean, this thing revs to the moon. I had a chat with Cavill afterwards and he's like, oh yeah, you gotta like go past the 8K red slash by like the length of another slash before you get to the rev limiter. So I was short shifting it a little bit, but man, it's still just super fun. And it's quite different than the way we set up our coupe. We set our coupe up to like rotate really early so that you can go back to the gas right away, where Cavill's car has a little bit of initial turn-in understeer, unless you like flick it into the corners like a rally car. So on my last lap there, which was sloppy and messy, but still my fastest lap, I was kind of chucking it into the corners to get it to rotate and then matting the throttle to pull it out, which is super fun and probably not the fastest way around the track, but who cares? It's just, this is the purity and the simplicity of a little lightweight hatchback, maybe 2,300 pounds with 220 wheel horsepower that revs to the moon with that super snickety-snick gearbox and a limited slip in front. I mean, it's everything you need for a track day fun if you're a Honda guy and you like those kinds of noises and you like the dynamics of a front wheel drive car. So thank you very much everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more track tests like this one, give us a thumbs up, maybe even consider gracing us with a subscribe button pressing, and as an extravagance, you could even invest in that notification bell.
2 years ago. Cool, bro. Super cool. Do you want to rerun that?